Welcome to the School of Wordcraft and Worldmancy. This is Feedback Frenzy.
Lemon cream. All right. Ursula poured the lemon cream onto the crust of butter and crushed shortbread cookies set into a soup bowl. Today was the summer solstice, and Amy, who had turned 13 a week past the Yule, had been so patiently waiting for her to make her first wand tonight. This bowl was for Amy to enjoy. Okay, I forgot to share the link. Okay, here is if you would like to follow along, or if you would like to share a like, this would be a wonderful thing. Pouring the remainder of the lemon cream into a dipping bowl, she set both of them into a fresh ice bath with a flick of her wand. She had plenty of freshly baked shortbread cookies for dipping. Time to start making the lemon marmalade confections. Her husband and children would be back in a couple of hours with fish. Supper would be the fish they caught, cooked with lemon. Ursula smiled. She loved lemon days. Right. Okay, so started with story. Okay. Okay, so so that's a hook. So what kind of a hook did the person have with the article? Dazzlinkat here is using a story as a hook to get a person into the reading. All right, the dessert of desserts. No one really knows why lemon cream has become so beloved to the peddlers, but many believe it is due to the nature of their traveling lives. It takes time to grow an indoor lemon tree until it can produce plenty of lemons, and a wagon, even as magically roomy as theirs, only has so much room for potted trees. Preserving lemon juice is done with care to ensure lemon cream can be made at any time during the year. The honored peddler sits at the head of the table when dessert is served. They receive their lemon cream bowl first and take the first bite. They can simply scoop out a bite with a spoon or dip a shortbread. Spread it on a cake or sweetbread. No matter how they do it, they get the first taste of lemon cream before the dipping bowl is placed on the table for everyone else. The rest of the family is then allowed to spoon cream to their plates or bowls to tip their shortbread in, or spread it upon sweetbread cakes. Okay, so this paragraph, I like the content, but it feels like a list without being in list format. Not that I say that this needs to be a list, but it's like there's just like it feels like there's just too much. How to explain it? I need to. Do I still have my pen around here? Probably not, because I cleaned my office and I don't know where anything is. Okay, so it feels like it feels like Dazzlinkat is explaining it can do this or this or this or this. It can do this or this or this or this. And so I'm having a hard time keeping all of these options in the head. I think that it would make more sense if she just went through the ideal use case first, explaining what happens in an ideal situation, and then provide stories of alternate things that can be done. So instead of going through the narrative or the workflow once, that they go through it multiple times. Like, all right, this first sentence: the honored peddler sits at the head of the table when dessert is served. They receive their lemon cream bowl first and take the first bite. Wonderful starting sentence, because it sets up the scenario of what's going to happen next. They can simply scoop out a bite with a spoon or dip a shortbread, spread it on a cake or sweetbread. So here we've been given the options. Now this is okay, scoop it with, so the action is scoop, then with a spoon or shortbread, or spread it on a cake or sweetbread. So we're given two options here of what can go happen, and each of those options has two options. So we're describing 6 different steps of actions that could be taken by the person in one sentence. That feels like a lot of information. Very compact, that's good information, but it doesn't flow, I think, well because they do it. I would say, so let's just keep going through that. No matter how they do it, they get the first taste of lemon cream before the dipping bowl is placed on the table for everyone else. Okay, see, that is a nice sentence. We're returning back to the main description. The rest of the family is then allowed to spoon cream on their plates or bowls, to dip the shortbread in, or spread upon sweetbread or cakes. Again, okay, so the second sentence and the fourth sentence of this paragraph are providing information that is sort of repetitive, because the second sentence describes what the honored peddler does, and the fourth sentence describes similar steps of what what the family can do. Now, how would I fix this? I would probably switch the second and third sentences. So the paragraph would read like this. The honored peddler sits at the head of the table when dessert is served. They receive, okay, that's a comma, but they still have a capitalized letter here. They receive their lemon cream bowl first and take the first bite. Okay, then get rid of that. After the first bite has been taken, the larger dipping bowl is placed on the table for everyone else. Okay, so instead of getting it into super granular detail with the second and fourth sentence, I would recommend that they just describe the generalities of what's happening, focusing on the two bowls. Okay, this paragraph, the concept of the paragraph should focus on the two bowls. Then have a separate paragraph explaining, okay, then the head of the table can then get in a separate paragraph. Then you get into what do you do with it? You have the bowl. All right, the bowl's been placed. All right, then you can say, and then you get into the spoon or the sweet shortbread. Kids, you can just say, young kids love to use the shortbread cookies to dip up the thing. But adults realize the advantage that a spoon can hold so much more. And then you can get into describing it. And others who may not like lemon as much will put a thin layer of cream on a cake or some sweetbread. Okay, so that way the economy of words that we're working here with here, the economy of words
Great
that we
job,
have.
sprinters. It's time to rest.
Marchers keep going.
Yep, if you want to keep working on that, you can. So the economy of words that we have here is that we are focusing on the bowls. Then we're focusing on what happens with the bowls instead of integrating all of it together. I believe that will make it clearer to paint a more clear picture, because you're not focusing on, okay, table, person, what they're doing. Zooming out. Family, table, what they're doing. Okay, so just kind of have that better vision. That would be a recommendation that I have for that. All right. Okay, so another thing, for the form, clarity of content. Okay. Though men are allowed to cook, the making of lemon cream is only taught to women, as is the Lemon Maid song. Though men are allowed to cook, the making of lemon cream is only taught to women, as is, or as in the Lemon Maid song. The making of lemon cream is so important. The recipe is kept in the family compendium, a book of magic the family has learned or discovered through the generations. Only if there is no adult woman living in the wagon will a man dare to stretch tradition and make lemon cream. All right, so we have two concepts that are in this paragraph. We have the segregation of who's allowed to make it, and we talk about the song, and then we have where the recipe is kept. Now, that's interesting, because is the recipe just different for everyone? Does everyone have their own variation of lemon cream? It's interesting to know. Okay. Lemon days. From birthdays to anniversaries to celebrations of all kinds, lemon cream is made and served to the peddler of honor during these times. Most folk would call these holidays, but peddlers call them lemon days. One of the most important of the passages is the first wand. Okay, so I really like that Dazzlinkat added that from the last time we talked about that. The passages of the passage. Okay, so now we've switched. We kind of introduced a new concept here, the holiday or the rite of birth called the first wand. Okay, this is the first time a peddler at the age of 13 gets their first ever second lemon cream bowl all their own within a year. Until then, they have only received their own lemon cream on their birthdays. It is a momentous occasion where the whole day is spent in anticipation of the nighttime ceremony. No matter the occasions, all lemon days are carried out the same ways. The father, or eldest male living in the wagon, takes the children out hunting for hedgehogs to roast, rabbits to stew, or fish to fry. Okay, see, now I don't mind this here. This does sound like a list, but unlike the previous list, this actually just lists the things and doesn't go 2 levels deep. Because in the previous paragraph that we dissected, paragraph number 2, it went from topic to 2 topics and then to 4 topics. Okay, where this paragraph is the topic and then it has a list thing. It doesn't try to go and then describe, the hedgehogs to roast or fry, the rabbits to stew or barbecue, the fish to sashimi, or something like that. It just very straightforward, one option. You can hold all that in your brain without losing track of the fact that the eldest male takes the children hunting. In the meantime, the mother or eldest female living in the wagon will begin making the lemon cream using the folk song The Lemon Maid to time the whole process. Well done.
Sprinters, on your mark. Get set. Go.
All right. Do I have a word count? That's not what I wanted. I thought... if I go like this, then I can... Oh, there we go. Count words. Okay, so 1,000 words. Okay. Close. All right, ingredients. Got it. How to make. First, make an ice bath by filling a large bowl 1/3 with fresh water. Take your wand and carefully freeze the top inch of the water and break it into pieces set aside for now. In a medium bowl, stir. That's a. Wow. To break an inch of ice. Good job. Second, in a medium bowl, stir together sugar, cornstarch, and salt. Separate the egg and whisk in the egg yolks while singing the first verse of The Lemonade. It will be pale yellow, stiff, smooth, and fluffy when done. In an even smaller bowl, mix the milk and yeast with your wand. Gently warm it while singing the second verse of The Lemonade, which will bring it to a bare simmer. Fourth, slowly whisk the warmed milk into the medium egg yolk bowl in to the pace of the third verse of The Lemonade. With your wand, set the whisk to mixing in time with the humming of the lemonade as you heat the batter. Once it thickens, slow the whisk so you can check for bubbles. When you can see it bubbling, keep the whisk going and continue heating the batter while singing the fourth verse of the lemonade, then stop. Add the butter and whisk it into the batter for the fifth verse of the lemonade. With your wand, cleanse away the shreds of the lemon peel. Set this bowl into the ice bath and let it chill until the ice melts and the water begins to warm. This is about 2 hours. Once properly chilled, you are ready to use the cream. Whisk the lemon juice until smooth. So okay, so I'm a little bit confused. What do you do then? What do you do with the lemon juice? This is the first mention of the lemon juice. The milk and the zest. Okay. So I think there needs. I really, really do like how they're using the magic to describe how it is made as if it was being made in world. The challenge is, I'm not sure how you would make this outworld if someone wants to do so. And we have, okay, we have the sugar, cornstarch, and salt. Sugar, salt, cornstarch, okay. Milk and zest. Okay, milk and zest. Okay. Okay. And then, yeah, once properly chilled, you're ready to use the cream. Whisk in the lemon juice until smooth. Okay, so the lemon juice is saved clear till the end after it's set to be mixed in. Okay. All right. So overall, okay, so content. Let's talk about the. Yeah, it seems like you make a plain cream and then mix in lemon at the end. Well, there is the lemon zest in it, so that not cream, custard. Ah, okay. Yeah, the milk and eggs stuff. It's almost like okay, custard. I'm not a baker. Oh well, wait. Yes, this is cream. Okay. So let's look at the presentation or visual. Okay, this does have a custom template, custom background. I don't know if this is this a World Anvil template? I don't know. Okay, let's talk about the header image. I personally don't like this concept right here. Not the image, Okay, the Rust template. Okay. It's not the image, it's not the template. The concept that I don't like here is I can't read the header. Okay? I don't know what this article's about. This loaded up. I see two people with guitars sitting at a beautiful sunset. Okay. So like, I think this is just too big. Can't see the header or header article title. Okay. So you're making me work. You're making me work to read the content. This image is not a hook to get me interested enough to scroll. Okay. So that is, I would make this a lot smaller. So at least like half the height. Like make, half screen or smaller. Yeah, so that's what I would recommend. Okay. All in all, good. Did I? Oh, I didn't like it. Okay. I do like it. Okay, I gotta click the like. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, you can crop it just below the lower guitar neck and just above the head, and it'd be an awesome header. Completely agreed. This is focusing on the holiday aspect of it, but it's not focusing on lemon cream, because what is the most important idea that needs to be conveyed during this article? We have the cream and we have the holiday. So okay, let's talk about scope of article, like number of topics. This is covering two topics. It's copying the dessert, and it's copying the holiday. Which is it? Which is the most important thing? And so if lemon cream is the most important thing, great. But the header image looks like it's talking about the holiday. So there is a little bit of disconnect. It's not connected together. Headers that aren't headers, I build them all day for work. I'm literally working on one right now. Yeah. Okay. So I think, good stuff. So thank you so much, Dazzlinkat, for submitting this during the Submit Saturday here on Friday. So, and just for those people, for the highlight, for those of you who are watching the replay of this, if you would like to have your article or fiction critiqued, please visit wgc.bz/submit to submit your article so that you can see this, your articles critiqued and read during an upcoming Submit Saturday. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks for watching this feedback frenzy. Be sure to show your support by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and clicking the notification bell. WriterGreg offers coaching sessions to help bring your world to life, create compelling stories, and accomplish your creative goals. Please visit wgc.bz/coaching for more details.